Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? Welcome back. It's your main man Juan right here, your favorite marketer. And you guys know what time it is, guys. Top of the morning, out here in nature walk. Just got done doing my push-up, gang, my squats, gang. I'm feeling tough, powerful, full of energy, and wicked this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a time to be alive. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's your main man right here, your favorite marketer and the creator of mailboxmonday.com. Yes, make sure you guys tune in with us every week live Monday. You don't want to miss any of the content that I drop right there, helping you guys in life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, so you guys can put yourself in a position to become the provider. Out here on my morning nature walk, guys, something I pretty much do almost every single day without fail, at least 4 or 5 times a week, right? Right after my workout, I like to get my body loose, get in tune out here with nature, just to get focused, get on track, mentally and spiritually go over my daily goals, my daily plan, my daily contributions. And we're going to get more into that in just a moment here. Appreciate you guys tuning in with me, taking this lovely walk with me, right? I've been getting a lot of questions lately to talk about very specific topics, and I'm going to give you guys what you want. I give my members absolutely what they want. No censorship right here, guys. One of the freedoms of, being able to create your own channel, your own lane, and you're not bound or tied down by any corrupt forces. Oh no, oh no. We do what we want to do over here in life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. For those of you that are doing research on the incredible 22-year-old company that we call American Bill Money, I'm gonna leave a link right below this video, guys. I'll also leave some additional resource links below this video. My ID number is 5230. Gonna be leaving you guys some info so that you can put yourself in a position to supercharge your life. Life is simple, ladies and gentlemen. Take action, stay disciplined, vigilant, plug into systems. People fail, systems don't. SYSTEM. Save yourself time, energy, and money. When I learned that and understood that and accepted that fact for what it was, I knew I was going to become a self-made multimillionaire in this industry, and there was nothing and no one going to be able to stop me or do anything about it. It's about abiding by the laws of nature, ladies and gentlemen. That's what life is all about. That's why you're here. That's why you're watching this video. You're here to get back in tune with self. And I think a lot of you have forgotten that. Many topics you guys have sent me emails, text. I had three or four strategy calls yesterday with some of my new ABM members. For those of you ready to get started on the ABM money team, #1 team in all of ABM, hit incomedouble.com, myincomeDouble.com, plug in, invest that initial $50. You get your welcome kit sent out to you in just a few days. And the rest is history. I want you guys to send me a text on my direct line, 323-238-5005, 323-238-5005, letting me know that you guys have gotten started. We'll set up a strategy call. I get your exclusive team bonuses out to you guys. And the rest is history, guys. So what are we going to discuss today? We're going to discuss a topic that nobody really talks about in this industry. We're going to discuss a few pointers, a few key points of how to position yourself to really win, because everything in life is about positioning, right? And of course, playing your cards right. And relationships and the people you keep in your circle are absolutely key to that. Birds of a feather flock together, ladies and gentlemen. I think a lot of times we forget that. So let's get to the point on hand, guys. Dating and entrepreneurship. I had one of my students reach out to me and ask me my thoughts on dating and entrepreneurship, specifically whether or not that should be something people should even pursue, right? And that's an interesting question. We live in a world now to where, um, it seems like relationships, real relationships, guys, are becoming, a dime a dozen, or excuse me, damn near extinct for most people. You know, most people, you know, um, don't have one person that they can rely on really for anything. I want you guys to think about what I just said for a second. Most people do not have a single soul to rely on for anything. And I'm really starting to see this with the older crowd, you know, baby boomers, older, those that are 60 plus, 65 plus. A lot of these people have no friends, no family left, um, no ambition to really do anything. Uh, a lot of folks out there are living the single life right now. And I'm going to give you guys a little tip, some advice. And for those of you that are single, seeking nurturing, positive relationships. Perhaps a lot of you that are watching this video are wanting to build a business, you know, whether that be a physical business, a home-based business, which I encourage and recommend to everybody to do. You know, you definitely want to have a home-based business. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're at. You want to have a home-based business for many different reasons, not just tax purposes, but entrepreneurship can teach you things that some of the best universities in the world can't even teach you guys. Let's get back to dating and relationships really quick. Why is that important? And why is it something that I actually encourage when it's done the right way? I want you guys to understand one of the ultimate principles in life, one of the ultimate principles in business is the fact that cooperation is better than competition. I'm going to say that one more time, guys, because I think that one goes over a lot of people's heads, you know, for reals, for reals. Cooperation is better than competition. So if you want to attract that mate, and when I say relationships, folks, I want to make something very clear. When I say dating and relationships, this applies to all males and females. It doesn't really matter what sex you are, what sex you're into. None of that matters. I really want to get you guys to focus on the relationship building aspect of it because that's the most important. That's the most important. So even when we're talking about close and really strong friendships, this is what I'm referring to. This is what I'm talking about as well. Um, it takes just that one friend, guys, to make $1 million. That one good relationship, you know, to make $1 million. It takes just that one solid team, you know, to generate all the income you want, make all the income you want, create all the positive, healthy relationships you want. So yes, dating and relationships. So how do we play the dating and relationship game right? Right? You meet a mate. And the first step, guys, the first thing that's really important is understanding your roles in your particular relationship. I'll give you an example, a perfect example. Look at a family like the Kardashians, right? What do you think has led to a lot of their success? I know that probably, you know, threw some of you guys off guard, but I really want you guys to think about this for a moment. Think about the Kardashians. Think about that family. You know, a lot of people would call that a legacy. But I don't want you to focus on the negative. I don't want you to focus on the positive. I don't want you to focus really on anything. But the fact of the matter is that they like to cooperate with other big brands, big names, big people, big companies. They understand, the Kardashians understand that relationships are key. If we can build solid, trusting relationships over time, we can make hundreds of millions of dollars. And this is just a minor example, a simple example so that you guys can really understand what I'm talking about. Cooperation is better than competition. You know, if you're in a relationship and you're dating someone, it's important to sit down with that individual and set the terms right. Really understand your different roles in that particular relationship and where you guys want to go, you know, together as a team. Nobody talks about this stuff, guys, but it's vitally important. And in relationships, when individuals don't understand their respective roles, it creates a certain kind of conflict, right? And when these conflicts arise, they, you know, create attitudes. They cause people to do things they really don't want to do, et cetera, et cetera. They cause trust to be lost, et cetera, et cetera. You know, it's just some things to think about, guys. I want you guys to go out about your Tuesday, and I really want you to think about this particular topic, this particular subject, and I want you to ask yourself how it's affecting you guys in your business, in your home-based business, your physical business, your direct mail business, your nutrition business, your gym business, whatever it may be. Dating and relationships, right? Friendships and business. At the end of the day, it all comes down to, again, treating people the right way and playing your cards right and understanding your respective roles. It's like a football team, right? The defensive end is the defensive end. He does defensive end things. The quarterback knows his role. You got the linebackers, wide receivers, special teams, kickoff teams, punt return, field goal special teams. Everybody has a very particular role in place, right? And at the end of all that work, at the end of that collaboration, at the end of meeting here, being here, coming here, at the end of doing all these things, we get to what we call the Super Bowl, right? And life has its own version of Super Bowl, guys. And one of the things that I've learned is that there's truly levels to the game, you know? And when you think you've truly found success, you're really just touching the surface, folks. You're really just absolutely touching the surface. Ultimate success to me is being an absolute brilliant person at building right relationships, healthy relationships, whether that's friendships, dating, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be diving a lot deeper into this particular topic, guys, because I think it's a topic and a subject that needs to be talked about more for sure. Definitely needs to be talked about and discussed more for sure. It's vitally important, and many people don't even seem to understand that this is the crux of, why they fail. It's so true. Where do I want to go? I want to go everywhere. Almost done with this 2-mile walk. Probably another just over a mile to go. Wanted to drop this morning content with you beautiful people while I'm out here on my walk to help you guys get from where you're at to where you want to be. That's why I created this channel, folks. I'm so blessed and privileged to be able to get up, produce these videos for you guys without having to worry about a thing in the world. True freedom. I can wear what I want, dress how I want, go build relationships with who I want with absolutely no restrictions. And if that's not, one of the ultimate prizes of the rich, then I don't know what is. What a time to be alive, guys. What a time to be alive. We're gonna continue this message most likely on the next video. I know a lot of you guys that are watching this video right now are gonna have a lot of agreements with me. So just, again, food for thought. I wish you guys well. For those of you that are ready to get started on the #1 team in all of ABM and make history with me, I'll see you guys at the top or from the top, guys. Let's go.